invited. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Medai Sefalujima, and with me here is Mr. Inogod. This is Next-Gen Leadership Training and Action Taken for the next level. And just like the Next-Gen, the next generation web building platform. And you're welcome for tonight. Like I've highlighted what we're looking at tonight in this training, What we're looking at in this training practically is to look at reward activities on deposited funds, having participated in the educational package of Next-Gen, and the operational activities of the platform, being able to navigate the backend and understand certain layers and other partitions of it. And thirdly, what are the requirements? What is expected of me if I want to attain this level? And then what is the benefit of attaining the level? And so these are the things we're going to be discussing in this training. So you're welcome. It's my pleasure again to invite Mr. Inogod in this Next-Gen leadership training. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate so much. Fortunately, I don't know what's happening to my this thing. I can't see. You can't see me because of where I don't know. It's not because of where I am, but because of this thing is not showing. My video is not showing. So please just bear with me with that. Now, this is leadership training, and just like Boss rightly said, explained the areas that we're going to focus tonight, looking at the investment expectations. Let's look at the expectations. But before we talk about expectations, the other time we talk about us looking into, taking care of our mindset, because we need to have dreams, right? And I have done training, and I told people that when it comes to business, there are certain things that makes it work. Now we may have the system, we may have the strategy, we may have some tools that we need, maybe online tools, the WhatsApp and all that, strategies on how to go about it and all that, which we'll be talking about. But now let me tell you, 10% of the success comes from those strategies and systems. 90% comes from us. That's why the same people who have the same system of Next-Gen, have Next-Gen, have the same strategy, then they have the same tools at their disposal, but they have different results. That means 90% of success comes from us. What we think, how we think, our mindset. That's what happened. I don't know, most of us who are in this business, this leadership call, I don't know if you have a dream, you have a goal of what you want to achieve in Next-Gen. I don't know if that you have done that and then begin to think of ways to go that. In the tail end of it, we'll talk about what we're planning as a team to make sure that we'll help you. That's the system that we're putting in place. We have strategies, we have avenues that you have to explore, take advantage of to build your business. But now people will still get different results. That means it's all about the mindset. I know that most of us have done businesses that fail in a short time, but I want you to know that we've done that. Despite it's not a financial advice, as you always say, but we have gone deeper, checked so many things. We even had emergency meeting the other day with the VP. We talk a lot of things, which I'm going to tell you a little about it before we go into that. Because if it has failed, but I want you to know that, that failure is just as important as success. When you cannot appreciate success if you don't know failure. Because as we have failed, we know why, we plan, we change things, we begin to look into why this happened, why that happened. That's the best way to live life. Why did this happen this way? And we begin to jump, because the size of your dream must always exceed your current capacity to achieve it. That's why we always build capacity. And we are in these leadership meetings to build capacity to achieve our dream. Because if your dream don't scare you, then you don't have a dream. Your dream is not big enough. I don't know what you want to achieve here. So we come every Thursday for us to change our mind, for us to do things differently, for us to know what to do. We give you the systems. We give you the strategies. We give you all the features that we use. But now 90% of it depends on you. That's why we still have different people with different results. But if you start up with a small dream, You may not have much left when you fulfill that dream. Because along the way of fulfilling your dreams, life will test you, your dreams, and make demands on you. And that require that you bring another 90% that depends on you to achieve that success that you desire. So I don't know. So I'm going to share things with us as we continue in this, opening up a lot of things that we need to know in this business. So let me share my screen for you so that we can continue from there. Now let's go. So let me first of all talk to us about the emergency meeting that we had the last time. Emergency meeting that we had last time. Let me open it. Let me show. Carmen, let me open it. Let me open it so that I'll be able to see. That's not it. Coming. Let me open the one that I need. Okay, yeah, it's up now. So this is the one I want. So now, last time we had an emergency meeting, we've sent it out. It was unlisted. So we just said it's not generally for everybody, because I know that most of us will be looking at this. So I want to clear that before we go to the meetings proper. You know, every system, we all know as leaders, anything that you want to do, some people will just go online to go and search on Google to check, oh, what's this, what that. So some people brought it to our notice, look at what we're looking at for. But that's not what we as leaders are looking at for, because we've changed our criteria. It's not about where they have accredited, they have this certificate, they have this document. It's not. We're looking at the structure of the business now. We are looking at the people behind it. Are they real people? Are they professional CEOs that they just bring to come and act as CEOs? Tomorrow they say we have resigned. Are they the co-owners? What have they done before? So when we see that, oh, there's something that is out there that say they have done something before, yes, we know that when it comes to behind MLM, what do they talk about? Okay, they have done this. Most of you must have heard about it. So we just engage the VP marketing. Please explain this to us. Because he said, oh, we didn't come to buy, he would have explained all that to us. So look at what happened, look at. And he explained, yes, that they have a system before. Because they were talking about one of the co-founders who have been into something before. And he explained what they did. What they've done, when they move back from the product, the same people, they move them back into the system. They move them back into online, into crypto, when they now created a crypto MLM brand, where people buy pack and all that. But they said there's a misstep that they did, and there's a correction. The misstep is that they created the coin, the token, not a coin, token, because they don't have a blockchain. So it's a token. So they created a token under Ethereum smart chain. So after they created it and they started promoting, doing what they are doing, and then they created apps that even you can use it to buy, book for hotel, book for flight, do so many other things. There's an app, functionable apps. Now, we know what happens. Ethereum gas fees was skyrocketed during that 2021 or so, and all that 2020, 2021, it was high. We know about that. Now, the misstep number one is that it's only the community, just like some crypto MLM are doing now. They are promoting it to the community alone, that they don't promote outside. There are people who would have loved to buy into that coin because of the apps they have, without even buying the package. But they did that. And then later on, some people were not even to buy into using the app, the coin, to buy into flight and all that, because the gas fee alone is high. So they can get that somewhere else. So they decided to dump the coin. So people were not selling the coin. The coin goes from 20 cents up to 80 to 90 cents. So some people were selling. But now, based on what they did, they buy back the coin. I've already researched about the coin to see that most of the coin are owned by the people. It's still on. It's on the blockchain, so they can't remove it. They now buy back the packages, make sure that that people didn't lose their money, and then do everything. And then before they start this one, because I was like, why would they say that? Because if they do all those things, they won't come out boldly talking about what they did. The VP said the reason why he's even by doing it is because of what they did there. By buying back those things, even at a loss, to make sure that nobody lose their money. Now, the mistake that they didn't even market it outside is just like people buying package and all that. That's one thing we have been talking about this crypto MLM for them to do, to make sure that they go out there and promote the coin, not just people within the community. If that happens, it will still affect. But now they've learned. That's the reason why this time around they have the Nextgen. The Nextgen, they don't even talk to you about it. It's not what you are buying. You are buying into the education pack. Now you can go and buy the coin in the market if you want to. And when you are earning, they put the money on the Nextgen so that you can take it. But if you don't take it, at the end of the week, they'll not turn the money back into USDT. So when they now told you, you can now withdraw that one. So there's nothing like putting the coin in your hands. And that's what these people are talking about, that they're giving the coin so the coin will not dump again and all that. Well, they said that they're doing their coins separately to market to crypto community, their metaverse, their decentralized wallet. Everything that they're doing is separate. So they are not in any way say the community must buy into the games. They are promoting it to the game people. They are promoting the metaverse, everything NFTs, they are going differently. But now members can decide to go and be buying into those things, not because that's what you are buying, not because that's what they tell you must buy. That's the mistake that they did in the past, and they've corrected it here. And that's why I said, even we go to Dubai, we need to see their developers to know the plan they have. So we can now see how to buy into those projects that they're doing that is even outside Nextgen Academy, outside the reward system and every other thing. That's what will push the business to the next level. They're going to make money with that plan. They've learned from their mistake. And now they've corrected it. That's why we are now with that meeting. After that meeting, I think me too, I'm fired up. I was up before, but hearing this, I was like, down. What's this? Because I need explanation. But after that explanation, I now know, wow, this is in. That means we have to start planning big. That's what it is. Now, let's move into the plan of the day. We'll talk about leadership here, the requirements for those who want to attain, go far. So the first thing is to focus on investment expectations, and then the leadership, how do you attain it? Now let's go to the Nextgen presentation to explain that. Now this is the qualifications. Now we have what we call the active trainee and the qualified trainee. How do you become that, and what are the benefits? We need to look into that so that once you are registering, remember, this is a binary system. That means you have to get one on your right, one on your left. As a team, yes, you may have the team power leg. That is, people are adding into one leg because of the team, but you need to find a way to build the two. Now, you need to understand how binary works. Binary is either you are interested in the money alone, or you are interested in the rank, or you are interested in the boat. You need to be interested in the money and the rank. If you're interested in the money and the rank, you need to concentrate on your two legs. If you're interested in the money alone, just put one person on the other side, that is the team leg, and then start building the other leg. You have already qualified for binary, so once they match, you match and you make your money. So you are not interested in qualification, or you are just making it. So that's the way to build binary. That means you need to define your purpose. You cannot do what I'm telling you now if you don't have a purpose. So when you come here, yes, the education is top-notch. Thank God for the news that came up recently. We'll get full information. The MD is in Philippines. So he said when he come back they just send the information to him through email. So when he now get to UK, he will get more information about the certification, what is required, everything about it, and he will forward that to us. So now, no problem on that. We are fine. When he's back, he will explain. But now you need to make sure that you know that you build this thing, or tomorrow you regret it. We are not starting this to end it in 6 months or 1 year time. We are here for long run. We are not here for you to now say, okay, we have abandoned this one, we are moving to this one. It's not this one. We want to really do this, and we are doing it long term. So if you don't understand how to build the foundation right, at this moment, you regret it big time going forward. And at that time, you can't control it anymore. So either you face what you've done, or you now find a way to start, but you cannot. Now, if you want to have one account, better. If you want to have two, remember there is verification. So you need to verify that account. So you are going to use real person that have documents to be able to do that. So remember, don't put your name in one, put your name in second, and all that. It won't work. But it's good if you're a builder to have more than one. But if you don't have any certification to put on that one, maybe you are not married. If you're married, you can put yourself and then your wife, so that you'll be able to get this because of tomorrow. If you're a husband, you put you or your wife. If you're this thing, you do that. You can do that. The verification made it that one person, one account. So any two accounts must be a real person. So now, what do you do now? Remember, as I said, we are looking at leadership qualifications. How do you do that? How do you get? That's why I'm telling you this, so that you'll be able to understand that you have to do that at this early stage, or you forget. Now we have 180. If you go to your dashboard, you see where they wrote 80 there. When you qualify it, it now begins, it changed from red to green. That's the 80. We call it active training. Active training is that when you come into the business, you have direct $100 on your right and direct $100 or more on your left. That means you become an active trainee. An active trainee, that means you've qualified for binary. That's why they say $100 here, that's minimum. You must have $100 on your left, $100 on your right. So now, when you now register, you may decide to register your wife on the other leg and then get another person and put, fine. You are fine. You have already become an active trainee, and then put minimum of $100 there to get the position. Because if you miss that position, maybe when you now register your wife later, it's going to go down. It's binary. It's going to go down, down, down. So some of you who have not done it, time is still there. But remember what you are doing and how you want to do it. Then now, that means you have qualified to start earning binary system. Without this, you can't earn on binary. Then the second one now is what we call the qualified trainee. Remember, the qualified trainee here can only get $500. Now, minimum. You get direct $500 on your right, and then direct $500 on your left. That means you are now a qualified trainee. Now, when you become a qualified trainee, what do you stand to gain? An active trainee, you start to earn on the binary. So this one now, what do I stand to gain? Now, this one, once you get to become a qualified trainee, you start earning 1% per day. If you're not a qualified trainee, you will be earning 0.5% per day. Then how do you now start earning 1% per day if you are now an investor? We are using the word an investor. Maybe you buy an education package. That's the right word. You bought education package and you want to earn passive. You just want to take advantage of the forex trading or crypto trading, and then you earn passive. Some people don't even care about forex or crypto. They just want to earn passive. Why? We've not educated them properly on the need to get educated in this digital economy. We are moving into an economy where we need to understand what is happening in the digital space. In the crypto world, and then in the forest one. You need to know, because most of the indicators we use in forest is we use them in crypto. The systems are almost the same. We need to know how that works. Now, if you are a passive earner and you don't want to bring anybody, how do you start earning 1%? For you to earn 1% is simple. All you have to do is to click compounding. That means you are compounding your money. You are not, the money is not coming to you. So for 26 weeks, you continue to compound. After 26 weeks, you start for another 52 weeks to start earning 1%. That means the money you put in must have been big. So it doesn't matter, because some people believe, okay, if I pay 5,000 euro, then I'll start earning 1%. It's not about the money. You need to qualify to earn 1%. If you don't qualify for it, you need to compound. Or any day you get 500 on your left, 500 on your right registration, automatically your earning move from 0.5% to 1%. You can still decide that you want to compound at that time, maybe to compound your money to get it big and start receiving your money that you're making from binary commissions or whatever. You can do that, and that will help you to move forward. Now, after this, I think this one is clear. Let's move down to another one. This is the first rank of Nextgen. Are you getting? The first rank is team leader. Now, that's one thing with this, if for people other places, you see this rank, a lot of things will be involved. But look at what they're giving here. No, just a diary for you to put down things, T-shirts and all that. They are not interested in making over promises. They're just doing their promises. You need to just take it. That's the way it is. Now, how do you qualify to be a team leader? Now, to qualify to be a team leader, take note of this. First and foremost, you need to have at least 1,000 euro package. 1,000 euro package qualifies you to stand. Now, that means you may do the requirements, but you are not yet a team lead because your package is not up to 1,000. So you need to upgrade it to 1,000. Or you have 1,000 already. Then what do I need to do for me to become a team lead? That's the first rank. It's the rank that starts giving you so many other commissions. It's the rank that starts making you stand out and start doing a whole lot of things. So it's a good rank. It's not that you'll be earning more money from it, but there's no thing like financial, monetary gift given to you for attaining the rank. And you get it. So now, how do you get that? All you just need for you to attain the rank, make sure you have 1,000. Then you now have $5,000 volume on each side. It may be on your left, on your right, and then with a minimum direct volume on any side. When they say direct volume, that means it's not one person buying 5,000 euro package. Direct volume means you may have 5 people that bought 1,000 directly. Then the volume, maybe team volume with the one that you and your team does and every other thing is the one that now be 5,000. That's you and the team. But people you personally refer on one side will get 5,000. That means they may buy 1,000, they may buy 2,005, this one buy 1,000, putting them together 5,000. Or one person may buy the 5,000. So that automatically give you that. But now, and then the volume that you now get directly from with you and your team, 5,000. That should become a team lead. It's simple and straight. Some people have talked to me, they thought, okay, I must get somebody that buy 5,000. It is everybody 5,000. Once you calculated up to that, and then you and your team make. So the attaining the rank is as simple as ABC. So when you understand that, it makes it easy. Some people ask, oh, what am I to gain to get that. I will explain that as we continue to go. But that's the first rank that you need to go. So now this is clear because at least I've cleared it for some people who are asking. Then the second one is the team manager. Now, apart from the first one, which is the team lead that has what we call volume. On this side, there is no volume. It's just that you have to build people. Are you getting? And you have to build people. Once you build people, it makes it better. Someone is asking question, you have to wait when we are done, but the person that just asked this question, you can just go and buy the same way you buy the $100. That's the same way you can buy the 5,000. Just follow the same procedure, but click on the 5,000 and buy. It's as simple as that. So now we have the team manager. Once you become a team manager, to become a team manager, that means you must have team lead on your left. There's no volume. That's why you need to build your people. Have one team leader on your left and one team leader on your right. That's minimum. That's 2 direct team lead. One on your left, one on your right, you become a team manager. Simple, no volume. So that means that's why you need to help. That's why you need to work together. That's why you need to work together and do everything you can do to make sure that you build your people. That's why we work as a team. Because one thing in this thing is that if you don't move on, if your people don't move, you don't move. So we work together to make sure that you understand the business, you are building it, more especially the people that you brought on your own side, so that they'll be able to build the business and take it to the next phase. One team leader, I've told you how to become a team leader, is as simple as that. So get one team leader on your left, get one team leader on your right, and you are in for something. So now move, no volume. Then we have what we call the senior manager. But what would you get? You have a watch. They call it the Nextgen watch. That's it. The promises are, it's not something that, okay, I want to just get, let me go and get this thing. We've been in businesses where they promise you a laptop, promise this and all that. You get to the rank, you're asking for the iPad, asking for the laptop, you don't see. But that was the motivation that will get you there. But now, this is all about you building to get to a point where you start enjoying. And then you start enjoying some benefit and building your team going forward. You have a watch for that. That's Nextgen watch. Then we have the senior manager. Remember, no volume. All you just have to do is to get minimum 2 direct team managers. 1 on your left, 2 on your left, and then 2 on your right. That means from your team. But directly, you will get at least 2 team managers. But you have 2 team managers will be on your team. This one on your left, this one on your right. That's why I said, if you want to get the referral commission and build to get to the binary commission, and then at the same time, attain leadership rank, you need to understand that you have to build the 2. You have to build the 2. If you don't build the 2, you cannot get it. That's the way it works. If you don't build the 2, you can't get it. It's as simple as that. Are you getting? 1, build your left, build your right. If you do it that way, it will work faster for you. If not, no way. You can't get anything from that. Now, it's just to have that, and then that will help you to move to the next phase. So what's the next thing again that you need? The next one is regional director. I hope you are following very well. The regional director, you can ask your question. You can be dropping your question if you have any, so you won't forget. Are you getting? So that you won't forget, you can be dropping it as little and little, if so you won't forget. So the regional director, what does it take for you to be a regional director? You have to get senior managers, 1 senior manager direct at least. But you have in your team, senior manager on your left, senior manager on your right. There's no volume. You understand? Like you have to get this and so volume, you have to get this, you have to get that. All those things are not there. All you just need to do is to get this, and then you get a MacBook Pro, whichever one. Then we have, this is where the monetary listed inside, regional president. The regional president, you need to have a regional director, one on your left, one on your right. That's in your team. At least one direct regional director in each side. Then you now have it. Once you have it in that place, maybe it's not direct, but this one is now, maybe this one is still direct on left and on your right. Then you become a regional president. Then you have a role. Let's watch. Or you get a 5,000 euro. That's where money comes in. You get a 5,000 euro or you get the Rolex watch, whichever. This is the big one. Now, they save the best for the last. So when you start coming on those things, you are just coming for you to get to this point. And when you get to this point, little by little, that's when you start getting it. Now, remember, that is a business that have a long-term perspective. When the other ones, you'll be seeing it, you will now see, okay, they now come to this point, they tell you, we'll give you this, we'll give you that, we are just working to get there, and you find out that those are not there. But now, when you have walked to this point, they know that this thing, people have built it in 1 year, it can be 2 years, it can be in 3 years for you to get here. But as long as you are consistent, you will get there. It's all about being consistent. Now, because somebody will say, this thing is hard though. For me to get this, for me to do this, it will be very difficult. It's not something you can attain just like that. You have to take it with time and begin to build it. Before you know it, you get there. So now, once you become a president, all you have to go is to go the regional, president. You have regional president. You have regional president, one on your left, and then regional president on your right. Then you become a president. Badge and some other things that he's going to give you, and then a Mercedes Benz. Then the one of apartment, they have about 35-story building apartment already in Turkey. So they have one, they are building another one in Dubai. So they have it already. That's where they are giving the apartment. So for you to now be a global ambassador, president, one on your left, one on your right. So from the beginning, you already define what you want. As you are putting in people, you have already defined, this is what I'm building. If you don't know what you are building, you will not know how to put things in place to achieve what you are building. That's one thing with this thing. So you have to know what you want to build from the beginning. And understanding these will help you to structure your business very well so that you can achieve that as fast as possible. That's just as simple as it is. There's no more thing there. Now, they have a lot of support. Just like the company have the support, we too are having our support. We have a lot of things planned out that we are planning to do as a team to make sure that we build each other up, because we have to get it right this time. There are daily webinars going on, systems training, leadership meetings, just as we are doing. And then the company have their own. We'll still be doing the events that they are holding in so many places that are happening, the international and local events everywhere, global conventions, mentorships and all that. You get the support from them, and then you get the support from this team as well. Where will begin to guide you, show you the way to go, because leaders just show the way. And they support people to achieve their full potentials. That's what we do. And as a leader on this call, that's what you have to do, to support your people, show them the way. With teamwork, together, everyone will achieve more. That's what we do, and that's how we roll. So now, if you have any question before we move into the next segment, where we'll now go to the back office, or maybe should I finish and then we go to the back office? Let me see what we'll have. Let me see what we'll have again, to see how to see if we still have more to say that I've not talked about. Now, we can talk about the leadership qualification and requirements, and then focused on investment. Now, when we come here, we look at this here now, on this founders pack here. The founders will share 10% profit with all founders for life, for the life of the company. If you have, it's going to end on the 30th. I've talked to the VP if there will be an extension. He said that has not been communicated. They've not known whether they will change, but it seems that is not possible. But I've asked for an extension, but I don't think it will be possible for now. But we still have a few days to go to make sure that we can be part of it. I know because I told them that if they have more than 1,000 founders, the company has nothing to lose because it's only 10% they will share. It's we that are the members that may want it, oh, close it, let it be small. But we want our people to get more. That's what I told them. It's not the company that's supposed to say we want to close. It is we that are the ones so close it so that we'll be small, sharing it, because after this time, there will be no time they open the founders pack anymore. So it's just going to be like that. So that's what we're doing. And that's what I'm asking you. If you can, get involved into it. If you cannot, no problem. Look for anybody because it's good to have, as I've checked the company and feel that this is something that we want to do. Now, before I answer your questions, we had an emergency meeting this evening where we talk about modalities, plans, on how to move the business. We have things planned out, and we have an event that we want to do in Lagos, which will be like a launch of the business. And then on that day, we are going to unveil our promo for the travel. We want to go to the company office in Dubai because that's where their IT team are. So we want to meet the IT team to understand what they are doing on this aspect, what they are doing on here, because that's where we want to understand here, to understand their job here, what are their plans. Remember what I said that on this aspect, they are not marketing it to the community that bought the package, the education package. They have said that this will be marketed, the games will go to game enthusiasts online, metaverse enthusiasts. They are going to go to decentralized wallet to be marketed on its own. So the Nextgen projects are on their own because they've learned before that they put it in the ecosystem, and the people in the system now are now, the coin now revolve around the system, the only people. So people outside the ecosystem do not buy. It's only the community that is buying. So people don't know it. It's just that you have to now come into the community before you buy the hub, or before you buy the coin or buy the package. And that was a problem for them because they couldn't reach out to the community. Nobody wants to, most time, get involved, or big companies to come and synergize with a company that is already listed like an LMLM coin project. But when the project is out there, you can have sponsors, you have big companies coming to buy into it, come to be part of what they will. So they've learned that. That's why they don't even tell people much about the Nextgen coin. They don't tell you much about their decentralized wallet and everything, because all these things are going to come on its own. Yes, members can go and buy into it. Not that it's a must, that as you come in, then you now go and buy into the project. And when they made that statement, because we've been showing that concern in some of the crypto MLM projects that we do, that they don't go out to reach out to the community in crypto. It's only the people in the community that are buying. So when they mention that's the reason why they've not even been talking, is because the focus is on the education and the passive. So this is going to focus in the crypto enthusiasts, people who want to use decentralized wallet, who wants to use their MasterCard and Visa card to buy crypto, sell it everywhere, and then be able to use it around the world, metaverse games and all that. So we want to really sit down and understand what the developers want to do here. When we do, we may be like, go to the market and buy this coin before they start. If you understand and see that, oh, these people are consistent in what they are planning, and that's why we have to go and get this coin before the coin start going places, because they've learned And that thing just like will sound like music in my ears because I've been drumming it. We have been drumming it for other people. Look at this, look at it. Don't just focus on the community. Go outside. Yes, we that have these things may be like we have first movers advantage of getting it. There are so many coins that have so many other things, like you become a validator, you can do so many things with it that we don't know, but we just go online and buy this thing. Those who know about it are making money in another way. And then other people are coming in to buy that boosts the coin, it makes it to appreciate. This is demand and supply, economics 101. If everybody is getting the coin and going back to the market to dump it to get USDT, the coin is not going to fly. But when everybody, you are doing your part, that's a different thing. Then the coin is doing its part as a different thing. You might get the USDT and go back to the market to buy the coin. And if it goes up, some people will sell, some people will hold it, some people will go. It's not about that's where your money comes from. I think that's fine and something that they got right. And with that alone, that explanation, I am more fired up to do the business. So now, if you have any question, you can ask. I think I've done justice for our topic for today, except maybe if I didn't do much, then we can do so. But take it away from me as we continue to answer questions from people. Then if the question can lead me to any other thing, then we can go ahead on that.
All right, thank you very much. I think, well, you didn't do the navigation of the back office,
Okay.
but I think maybe we can take it another time so that we don't stress people. Probably we can add it up for next week leadership training, so you can navigate through the back end and be able to share with other people. Or I'm sure for the investment reward, people will be able to get clarified. And of course, the other aspect of what's your responsibility and then for ranking. And of course, added to it was, I've said it, it is not enough to get started with the business. It is important to run with speed as fast as possible because success actually requires speed. And so then maybe by that next week too, people need to be informed and know the aspect of, because which has to do with operation. They have to know about the cap of any package you pick so that you get to that point, people say, I don't know what's happening. So because you actually have a cap on each of the package you pick, especially those that will be building the network. So those that are not building the network, of course, they have extended days to stay for 52 weeks. But if you are building the business, you have a cap, and so that when you hit the cap, and which is a nice strategy to people don't just punch in, get some money, disappear, and all of that. Okay, so I think at this point, let's check if we have questions and we're able to attend to them. Somebody say, if I bought the $100 package and I want to buy the funders package, how do I do it? Okay, I think you've answered the question. It's very simple. And I know what is your intention here. Please note that each package you pick is exclusive, okay? Because the day you pick this package, already start counting the days. For instance, you bought a package of €100 2 weeks ago. You already have 2 weeks out of the 52 weeks, which is 50 weeks. So if you are buying $5,000 euro package now, you don't expect that they will deduct €100 from that 5,000 to now make it that you are paying €4,900. It's exclusive. That's why the company says the highest package they have €5,000, but you can do multiple. You can even decide to do €100, €200, €500, €1,000, €2,500, and €5,000, and repeat it again on the same account as many as you wanted. Because what the company says that what they are selling is educational package. And so which of educational package are you going to be selling that you now say, let everybody come and invest up to €100,000 as it were. So you can buy as many as you wanted. But take note, each package pick is exclusive. So it has its reading dates. So you don't expect when you buy a new package to nullify the previous reading. No, every of the package have their exclusive reading date. So somebody say, can I buy more than 5 packages? Okay, I think What I've said now, I've just clarified it. Okay, so what's the minimum withdrawal? Mr. Nuku, what's the minimum withdrawal? Are you there? Please, can you unmute yourself and answer? What's the minimum withdrawal? Are you here? Oh, where is it? Well, I didn't do minimum.
Hello? Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, what's the minimum withdrawal?
Okay, minimum withdrawal. That one I don't know yet. I think I need to check because I've never withdrawn small money.
Yeah, that's
so I think by next next week we'll check it. I'll check to be sure what's the minimum withdrawal, please.
Yeah.
I think it's on the presentation. I think so.
I think it's I suspect it's $50 or something like that. 50 euros.
Minimum withdrawal.
Yeah, I think it was, I saw it on the presentation sometime. I think it was 50 euros something. Okay. Somebody said, please, when you buy 500 package 2 times in your account, does it qualify you for team leader, or you must buy 1,000 once a package? I think it should be once a package. Because if you buy 500 euro package twice, it only amount that you have 2 500 euro running concurrently, and you are making money on 2 500 euro. Of course, that means you are making money on 1,000 euro, but that does not give the accreditation of the things that you ought to be, because they are segment by segment. 500 euro is in 4 segments, that is 100, 200, and 500 is a segment, while 1,000 and 2,500 is another segment, and then 5,000 is another segment. So that you bought 500 twice does not take you from the first segment to the second layer. So you have to understand that. All right, somebody say, okay, I think that's the question. Yeah, so I think so far, so that we don't overlabor ourselves, let's just see, because we really need to strategize, and of course, you have all our respective sub-leaders to keep them abreast, so that when we come back and all of those things we're trying to work on, and God helping us, then we'll be able to get the best. Is there any other question, so that we may have to call it today? Any other more question?
All the questions are answered.